Hey guys, Outdoor Enthusiast 88 here. What I wanted to show you today was technology at its finest. I mean, this is probably the best flashlight you will ever see in the market, ever. It floats. It's got a battery in it that probably weighs a very light, maybe 2 pounds to it. I mean, it's ergonomical. It can probably fit in your pocket if you really try. Oh man, this is it. Here's the flashlight you want right here. That's right, guys. These are the modern flashlights I wanted to show you. I was getting off topic back then. But, you know, this Rayovac flashlight is very nice. It lasts 5 hours and has probably about a maybe like 40 lumen light or something for what it is. But yeah. But you know, the next upgrade from this is an old school LED flashlight with traditional LED bulbs, and it even has little magnification lenses on it so that it has a little triad there, if you can see that. I'll show it like this. See that? 3 lights there. These aren't too bad. That's pretty bright. This one runs you by maybe like $8 to $10. It actually runs off of 12 AA batteries in the compartment there. It has a nice gel grip to it. Waterproof. Pretty old. You know, old technology. The next technology up was actually the 9-bulb LED light. Now this one has 9 white LED bulbs in it. You can see that right there. It's a little brighter, a little broader, you know, obviously without the 3 kind of fixated there. They come in all sorts of brands. This one's a Smith & Wesson. It all depends on, you know, what kind of casing you want, how heavy you want it. This one's a little more rugged than the $3 flashlights you'll see at like the auto shop store or something. These actually run for about $12, and they're, like I said, Smith & Wesson. It's a Galaxy 9 LED with 9 white LEDs. It runs about 60 hours, which is pretty cool. And then it has 3 AAAs. I don't know if it really runs 60 hours. It might, but the problem is after like a few hours of running it, it'll definitely start to dim. So that is definitely a problem there. Then you kind of move up into my favorite realm. These are the new technology, the Cree bulbs, or C4 bulbs. And now these are not really little LED bulbs. These are actually more or less tiny little circuit bulbs. Now these are super bright. And this one, for instance, is a lux-pro LP600, and this one actually is an extreme tack 600, they call it, and it's a Cree bulb with 320 lumens. It is really bright. I probably believe that it is 320 lumens, and even has a little hot warning on there. It also has a flash. I believe you can actually go low, flash. So you have like high, lower, flash, and obviously low. Keeping on low, it will last for a while. Keeping on high, it will last not as long, probably only a few hours or so. I think this one's rated at a 7-hour runtime on low. And that one's about $20. Then you move up to a more of a tactical flashlight. It's a 1-inch diameter flashlight, perfect for a mount, if you want to mount it to any kind of rail system on a weapon. This one is actually just a 1-push button, no other special settings to it. It's a polytac, and it's also a Cree bulb. It's a Streamlight polytac C4 LED, and it runs off 2 3-volt CR123A batteries. And I'll show you. They're a little bit different than the normal AA and AAA setup. See, it's these two right here. They're a little bit shorter, a little bit fatter than a typical AA or AAA. But they're really powerful bulbs. I usually use them a lot in cameras. Probably still do. This is only 1 button though, and actually it's a sensitive button too. So, for instance, if it's on a shotgun or an AR, this one's great because you can kind of lightly tap it with your finger, and it works really well rather than like having to push all the way down. And then lastly on here, I have one of my other personal favorites, which is actually a Streamlight ProTac with only a 1 AA in it. So it's only a 1 battery in there. And this one is very bright for its size, and it even came with its own little sheath here, little case for it, little Velcro case to a belt. And this one's cool because you can go and keep it in your pocket, walk around with it. It's got a nice bright strobe there. You got high. See if I can get the other thing. See, it's got a high, a low, a high. If we double tap it, I think it's the strobe. There you go. So they're all pretty cool, and I just want to show you, I set up a box here to kind of show you guys all of them on high. You can kind of see what the beams look like, get an idea of what power everything is. So as you can tell, I mean, like, this one, which is the lux-pro Extreme Tac 600 for only about 18 bucks, is by far the brightest. It's a little bigger, a little wider, and it does take the 4 AAA batteries in there, but it lasts 7 hours and it's nice and bright, and it does have the strobe, which will blind somebody at night for sure. The Pro Tac here is very bright, and the Pro Tac is very bright here, and then the Streamlight, they're both Streamlights, and I believe actually this one is a Polytac, this one is a Pro Tac. So the Polytac, because it's polymer frame for weapon systems mounting specifically, is very bright. It's a little wider beam than the little Pro Tac. I like the Pro Tac for looking at if you're in the dark and you look into a desk or look into the car engine or something. It's very nice. And then of course you come over here and you compare these to this one. I mean, these 9 white LED bulbs is nothing, and the only reason why this one's bright is because of the magnification. Then it makes kind of a weird beam. It's like 3 little beams, so it's not as nice. You can see that. Now move it over. So, in terms of what you guys should want, it depends on what you need it for. I mean, if you need just a basic LED, go with one of the cheap ones. Probably not this one. This is too old. I'd put that away. But like one of these ones, like this one for 12 bucks, you know, you can't beat that. I mean, it lasts quite a while on one set of batteries, and it's decently bright. And then you get a problem with, like, you know, obviously if you want a weapon mount system, it's as good. It's not bad, but it has weird batteries to it with the CR123A batteries. And then this is, of course, like I said, this is a great little one to leave in your desk or put in your car. It lasts, I think there's like a 3-hour battery on it with only 1 battery in there, so that's why it's only 3 hours. Now this one I'd really like, but the problem, honestly, is it can be too bright. Now I know that does sound kind of strange, but if you're in like a really dark situation, like you can really, it really like almost whites out the background. I mean, you really can't really see much of it. You can actually see right there, like look, you can't really see any kind of white designs there. And you can't really see any kind of wording. It just kind of, it's almost too bright sometimes. It's not a bad thing, but it does have its disadvantages if it's a pitch black scenario. Well, there's my 2 cents, guys. If you have any questions, you know, definitely leave them in the comments below, and you know, like the video if you enjoyed what you saw today, and hope to see you guys back. Check out my other videos. Thanks. Bye.